valedictorian, Debra Sawyers.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2026, I'd like to thank you all for showing up to support us. Throughout high school, I've been a lot of people. I've changed so much from year to year that I almost have too much to say. So I guess I'll just talk about that change. I think people often forget the importance of growth. You know, they forget, people become too comfortable with the person they are, and they forget who they want to be. I've never been like that. You could make the argument that I'm too self-critical, but I think that's the trait that has led me to be able to stand up on the stage and tell you all my accomplishments. I've always been aware of the parts of myself I wanted to change. Once I recognized an area for improvement in myself, I worked towards that heavily. It's the one part of myself that I wish everyone shared. People don't try for things. They get uncomfortable when they have to reach out of their comfort zone. If you want my advice, which you should, find a program related to your interests that will really challenge you. Join it and take every moment as a learning opportunity. In 8th grade, I knew I wanted to be more social, so I signed up for student council and theater at Gateway. In my sophomore year, I knew I wanted friends outside of Gateway, so I spent every Friday driving 30 minutes to a skating rink in Katy. In the summer after my sophomore year, I thought I wanted to be a diplomat, so I went and I studied abroad in Tallinn, Estonia. In junior year, I knew I wanted to be more creative, so I joined the theater program at St. Thomas High School, and things changed. A school that I didn't even attend saw my potential and provided me a space to grow and be challenged. Thanks to Gateway for giving me a space to make that vision become reality. In my senior year, I committed to theater as a career. So I became a student assistant producer and stage manager at St. Thomas. I always knew I wanted to go out of state for college. So now I'm headed to Adelphi University in New York with a scholarship for $43,000 a year. So here's my advice. Don't get comfortable. When you become too comfortable with your flaws, you lose the ability to become the best version of yourself. No one is perfect, but when you're completely aware of a habit that frustrates yourself or others, and you don't do anything about it, that's when you lose the ability to control your destiny. Do not get comfortable. Gateway is a great place to strive towards those goals. Every time I went to Ms. Leibold or Dr. Joseph with something I wanted to change, they helped me think of a plan and recognize the pieces that needed to change. Gateway in itself is a school built by people who are constantly trying to improve. I'm sure plenty of us have seen Gateway's video series about the 20-year history of Gateway. Every step of the way, they have made Gateway a better place and a better school. They never became comfortable and said, well, we're helping enough kids. They always ask themselves, how can we help even more kids and help them more than before? If you're going to be at Gateway, then be like Gateway. Ask yourself what you can do better and then keep going until you're there. Then do that again and again. Don't get comfortable. Never be afraid to try something new, and never be afraid to try your hardest at whatever you're doing. That's how you become something incredible. Now, I know they usually tell us to keep thank yous short, because this is not an award show, but our theme this year is gratitude, and I'm a theater kid, so I gotta practice my Tony acceptance speech. Respectfully, y'all are just gonna have to let me have this. The first person I have to thank is Dr. Joseph. I think it was freshman year when I first started bothering her in her office. Since then, she has challenged me again and again and pushed me to where I am today. Thank you to Heller, Tiemann, and Leibold. You've consistently supported me and offered me guidance I truly needed, especially Heller, who vouched for me at St. Thomas and gave me my first leadership opportunity there. Thank you to Ms. Adams for being the first teacher I connected with at Gateway. Thank you to Mr. Green, my director at St. Thomas, for the insane amount of opportunity and responsibility you've given me. It's led me to make so many close friends and to a career in college. There is no one I would rather be a pseudo-personal assistant for, except maybe Miss D&O. And finally, my family. Mom, you've given me so much support over the past 4 years. It's impossible to say how thankful I am for all the thrifting, traveling, and faith. Dad, you've always challenged me. I know that's because at our cores, we are insanely similar people. However, I'm not joining the Army. So let's hope we find an alternative way to make me as disciplined as you are. Gabe, you are an incredible brother, and it's kind of messed up that we didn't get close until this year. For years, I've been looking forward to living apart from you. Now it breaks my heart that I won't have you around. Jonathan and Idolo, you're basically my brothers. I'm so grateful I met you and so grateful that you have trusted me as much as you have. You've helped me through a lot, and I will miss all of our memories. And of course, it would not be a Debra Salyers speech without mentioning Jack Wolf. Thank you for inspiring me to aim for Broadway. To the students I'm leaving behind, never forget who you want to be. Never believe something is impossible. You are the creator of your life. Break the glass ceiling, because the sky on the other side is beautiful. And I just have a few more people to thank, like Sam and Brighton and Michael and Renella and... All right, fine. Thank you.